Hey coin collectors and curious minds. Welcome back to your go-to channel for everything coins and currency. Today, we're diving into the story, design, and real-world value of the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar, one of the most recognized coins in U.S. history. Is it just pocket change, or could it be worth more? Let's find out. The Kennedy half-dollar was first minted in 1964, just months after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Americans wanted a way to honor his legacy, and this coin quickly became both a memorial and a collectible. Initially struck in 90% silver in 1964, the composition changed to a 40% silver clad from 1965 to 1970. But by 1971, the U.S. Mint removed silver completely, and the coin became copper-nickel clad, just like the 1974 version we're exploring today. The 1974 Kennedy half-dollar features a bold left-facing portrait of President Kennedy on the obverse, designed by Gilroy Roberts. The reverse showcases the presidential seal, an eagle holding arrows and an olive branch, designed by Frank Gasparo. Mint marks are located just below Kennedy's neck on the obverse. You'll find three versions of this coin: no mint mark, Philadelphia, D, 4 Denvers for San Francisco. More on this later. Let's look at how many of these coins were made Philadelphia. No mint mark *** over 201 million Denver, D** over 201 million as well San Francisco, S** around 2.6 million, but these were proof coins, not meant for general circulation, so yeah, this coin isn't rare in terms of how many were made. But as we know, value isn't just about quantity, it's also about condition, rarity of errors, and collector demand. Now, let's talk money. What's the real circulated value of a 1974 Kennedy half-dollar today? If your coin has been in circulation, meaning it shows signs of wear, its value is usually around 50 cents, its face value. That's right, in most cases, it's still just worth half a dollar. However, if your coin is in excellent circulated condition, also known as almost uncirculated or AU, collectors may pay up to $1.00 to $2.00, especially if it has IPL or a lower mintage Denver mark. Now here's where it gets interesting. Some 1974 Kennedy half-dollars are worth much more due to errors. One famous example is the 1974 D double die obverse. Look for signs of doubling, especially on the words "In God We Trust" and "Liberty." If verified, these error coins can fetch $50 to $150 and even more in mint condition. So check your 1974 D coins carefully. You might have a hidden gem. Proof versions of the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar were struck in San Francisco. These coins, with the S mint mark, have a mirror-like finish and were never meant for circulation. If you find one, it likely came from a special collector set. Here's a quick checklist to determine your coin's potential value. Does it have minimal wear? Is it a Denver Mint coin with doubling? Does it have sharp details and little discoloration? Does it shine like a proof? If yes to any of those, it might be worth more than face value. The 1974 Kennedy half-dollar might not make you rich, but it's a powerful symbol of American history and an affordable addition to any collection. Whether you found it in pocket change or inherited a collection, it's always worth checking closely. The Kennedy half-dollar was first issued in 1964, less than 4 months after the assassination of President John F. Kennedy on November 22, 1963. The public and government sought a way to honor the late president, and the half-dollar was quickly chosen as the commemorative denomination. It replaced the Franklin half-dollar, which had been in use since 1948. The first Kennedy half-dollar was minted using 90% silver and 10% copper, which was standard for U.S. coins at the time. Due to rising silver prices, the U.S. Mint reduced the silver content to 40% silver-clad. These coins had a silver outer layer bonded to a mostly copper core. By 1971, silver was removed entirely from circulating half-dollars. From that point onward, including the 1974 issue, the coin was struck using a copper-nickel-clad composition. The outer layer was a mix of 75% copper and 25% nickel, while the inner core was pure copper. This was the same composition used for dimes and quarters. The 1974 Kennedy half-dollar was part of the non-silver, base metal era of U.S. coinage at this time. Half-dollars were still being produced for circulation, but public use of them was declining. Many people hoarded Kennedy half-dollars as keepsakes, and the coins rarely saw everyday use. As a result, the U.S. Mint continued producing them in large numbers, but they didn't circulate as widely as other denominations like quarters or pennies. One of the most famous varieties from 1974 is the 1974 D double die obverse, where parts of the design, especially the inscriptions, show noticeable doubling. These era coins are rare and can be valuable, depending on condition. Today, the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar represents the continuing legacy of President Kennedy in U.S. coinage, a pivotal time when U.S. coin composition shifted from precious to base metals, a highly collectible, yet affordable coin for new and experienced collectors alike. If you learned something new today, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a coin deep dive from. Got a 1974 Kennedy half? Tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep collecting and keep discovering.